Alright, so today I'm going to do a video on whipping the ends of a rope. So this is kind of what it looks like after you've whipped it. This is actually this contractor Nylon String. You can buy it anywhere, Home Depot. And it's got to be nylon because you can melt it a little bit. So when I'm finished, it will look like this. So what I normally do, what I'm going to do is whip this rope here, maybe about 1 inch long. So I'll use this nylon cord, a Leatherman because I like it. You can use needle nose pliers or even regular pliers if you like, scissors and a razor knife, and also a little bit of a torch or even a lighter would work. Okay, so the thing that I like to do is for the length that I'm going to use is about 1 inch long. I'll normally get maybe from my shoulder to the end of my arm length. And then what I'm going to do is get scissors and I'll cut the section I want. Okay, so then once I've cut that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little bite in the nylon cord. I'm going to set it on the portion that I want to start whipping. So I'll get the long end, and what I'll do is I'll cross over the shorter end of the string that's hanging, and I'm gonna pull it really tight when I start. A little bit at a time. I'll get a couple wraps, and then every time that I'm going to go around, I'm gonna try to line it up, and so it completely is right next to the next piece of rope. And then every time that I'm going to wrap, I'm gonna twist it, push my thumb down, make some pressure on it, and it's going to be really as tight as I can do it, because what I want to do is just make sure that it's like a solid, you know, just really super solid. And I want to keep on doing it. If I like start crossing over, then I might unwrap and redo a little bit. So I'm getting to about 1/2 inch right there. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer. So keep on going. Okay, so that's probably about 1 inch there, I'm gonna guess. You know, it doesn't have to be 1 inch, it's what you want. So maybe about that length is what I'm gonna do. Okay, now I'm gonna get my thumb, I'm gonna hold the rope in place, and I'm gonna stick the end of this long piece through the bite. Okay, and once I get it through the bite, I'm gonna grab it tight. I'm gonna grab it tight and hold it in place. Okay, now the end that was on the bottom, the short end, now I'm going to get these needle nose pliers or Leatherman, and I'm going to pull. Oops, let me see if I can do this more where you can see it. Okay, so when I pull this bite is going to capture that long end. So let me see if I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to grab it, and now I'm going to pull. Alright, see how that moves? Okay, so now what it's doing, so now the bite is here. Now I'm going to grab it even further, and I'm going to pull it until this rope goes completely in the wraps. Okay, so you can see it moving there. Now I'm going to go about halfway into the whipping there. So see, it's pretty tight all the way around, and now the way I've pulled it in, it kind of holds it like a knot. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'll get my little razor knife here, and then I'm gonna cut this up clean, and same with the other side. I'm gonna try, I don't want to touch the other part of the rope, I just want to do it really nice and gentle so I don't hit the other rope. I'm trying to get it kind of close. Alright, cool. So now that I've got the pieces cut, what I'm gonna do is I'll use a torch to melt a little bit of the end here, a little bit of the rope, melt the end of this just slightly so it stays into place. Okay, so here I go. See how that melted it a little bit? Hang on. And melt the rope a little, and I could even melt a little bit of the nylon. If I melt the nylon just a little bit, it hardens it a little. And then the other piece that was hanging there, I'll just kind of melt it slightly. And I don't really want to mess up the other part of the rope, so just kind of melt it a little bit. Okay, then I'll let it cool, and then after it's cool, it's going to be pretty solid. If I want, I could maybe clean this up some more and maybe burn even the end of this a little bit more. But now this is going to be pretty solid. It'll probably stay on your rope for a pretty long time. Alright, so it's Noah's turn to do some whipping. It's his first time, so let's see what you got there, buddy.
That's about right.
Yeah, it looks good. Remember, you want the long end to hang off the tip?
Yeah.
There you go.
And then
then you go.
Whip the way
That's comfortable for you.
Whip the way the smaller end is, right?
Yeah, you cross a long one over the small one.
Okay.
And then once you get, like, say, a complete wrap, then you could start really putting pressure.
Sorry, about right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look closer.
Cool.
Then you get closer.
There you go. Go ahead. Yeah, so like remember that every time you cross now, kind of wrench your thumb on it and then pull it even tighter. So I think what happens when you do that, it really kind of puts more pressure on the rope, and it kind of holds it even more in place, you know. So like later it's not going to slide off.
Got it.
And you know, it's almost like a hard piece of plastic once you've wrapped it that tight, you know.
Nylon.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And then when you get about the length that you want, you're getting close. Do you need the other end to see? Oh. Yeah. I'll put the other one so you can use it like a gauge.
A couple more.
Yeah.
Then one. Make sure it's tight. And two.
There you go.
About there.
Cool.
Tight. And pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah, pull it kind of hard. There you go. Once you kind of get it in there, then you can regroup your arm, like change so it's more comfortable for you. Yeah, that's good. There you go. Yeah, you can see how it's kind of moving there, yeah. Kind of cool, huh? There you go. Now pull it outward and pull. Noah, there you go. You're good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Definitely be careful with the top part there. Cut upward and away, kind of. Perfect. You can kind of see the contractor string change color when you see it where you want to melt it the way you want it, you know, like not too much, just lightly. It's kind of cool when you melt it that way, so it's really solid and chances are it's not going to come off. see. Is it cool yet? I don't want to touch it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Good job, dude.
All right.
Cool. So we just finished whipping the rope. You don't need a lot of tools for it, and basically the really thing that you need is just the nylon cord, contractor cord. Having a knife and scissors is great. You don't need both, you just use one. Having either like needle nose or a Leatherman is good. You don't really need it. You can always wrap the string around scissors and pull it tight that way. Any kind of lighter will work. It doesn't have to be a torch type. It was really a simple thing to do. Having the end of your rope whipped, it really will save it. It doesn't allow it to fray on you, so that will prolong the life of your rope. You can also do color-coded whipping, you know, different colors of contract string, that nylon string. You could do different colors, like say a color for rigging, a color for your climbing lines, and maybe a color for your tag line. Anyhow, that's what we did, the little video on whipping. Take care.